Alright, first I'm gonna crack the window like I'm playing Nintendo or blowing on it. Yo, listen, what I'm trying to say is this, right? In this video, as we speak, well, this morning, it's like 9:56 in the morning still. But when I woke up this morning, I forgot what time it was, but I checked my YouTube analytics and it said that I'm at 3992, right? 3,992 hours, right? You know you need 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. Now, this is me getting re-monetized. I've been monetized before. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I recommend, and I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I can tell y'all, all right? But before I do that, I want to appreciate everybody who even ever watched any of my videos. I appreciate these few seconds that you watched this video so far, and I would greatly appreciate if you hear me out of what I gotta say in this video. And what do I have to say in this video? I'm gonna try my best not to beat around the bush. I'm gonna tell y'all what I recommend, all right? Because I know a lot of people are content creators or they're thinking about becoming a content creator. It can be overwhelming at times, and is definitely intimidating once you see how hard 4,000 watch hours can be to obtain. And 1,000 subs, you also got to have 1,000 subs, and there's a way you could get it with shorts, but I don't know if that's even, I don't know, it's almost impossible, right? So what I'm trying to say, that unless you're very, very talented in making shorts, and you can, you know, me personally, I make them, but I know they get a couple thousand views and I post them, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta get millions and millions of views if you're doing it with shorts, all right? I'm just telling you that right now. If you're not that person, my recommendation is to just go the hours route, right? And how did I get my hours to where they're at currently? I recommended doing challenges, all right? I got 2 challenges that helped me out the most, all right? My challenge, which is the Reppin Fitness Challenge, and also the Dontay London Challenge. I did the Dontay London Challenge, and I did the Reppin Fitness Challenge, and also making videos. The third thing would be my challenge, his challenge, and the third thing would be make a video that people search all the time. Now, I do fitness, right? My main video that helped me out, and I will say that it helped me out the most because of my challenge. My challenge is, Reppin Fitness Challenge is basically you make a video like this and make it 25 seconds or longer. You can put end screens, and you put the videos that you're trying to push the most at the end screens, right? That's one of the ways of my challenge. And then also the shorts, right? You also put that video in the recommended shorts. And which video is that? And then also this video is a 3-part thing, right? It did both of my ways of my challenge, and then it also a highly searched video, right? Almost everybody wants to know how to program a universal remote. It's a highly searched video. I got other videos just like that, like how to put air in a tire, how to jump a cable, how to jump start a car with cables, all right? So I got videos titled those, and they're doing good. My main one is that one though. Even though I do fitness and I got my niche, I also go outside. I sprinkle in things outside of my niche, all right? That way people are they're getting what they came here for, but they're also getting, you got your core audience, then you got everybody else. Most of your views are gonna come from everybody else. Most of your watch hours probably gonna come from, depending on the person, everybody's channel ain't the same. I think most of my watch hours come from my core audience, all right? So it's kind of like you gotta cater to both. Do your thing. Make sure you do your thing. Make sure you don't change who you are, because that's who they came to see, right? And then the Dontay London Challenge is like, you sit in the car like this, you do a video 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you post it regardless, no editing, barely no editing. And you say what you gotta say, be as honest as you can, be as transparent as you can, and you post the video, right? And a lot of people think that challenge don't work. And they will look at my videos and say, the ones that I did the challenge on, and say it didn't work for you. Yes, it did. Guess what? If you have a duration, if your average duration on your channel, because it's not about just the views, it's about the duration. Your watch hours come from a combination of your views and your duration, all right? So if you got a video that's 7, I literally have this, so I'm using this as an example. I have a video that was about Dean the Great, Larry Wills, when he smacked him, and as soon as I heard about that, I didn't even get the details or nothing, so the video was kind of whack. Because I was like saying whatever I could say. I was making up stuff because, and I'm being honest, right? Some people can't appreciate the honesty, and some people gonna say I'm fake for doing this. Hey, you weigh your options, all right? But hear me out first, though. As soon as I heard that situation happen, I ran to the bedroom, I hit record on my camera, and I hurried up and did it because I knew that if I was one of the first people to post about it, I have a better chance of getting the most views. I got a better chance of getting in the algorithm for that topic. And it worked. I was getting, I don't know how many views an hour I was getting, but that video ended up being at like 17, 18,000 views, which might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot for a small YouTuber, right? The duration on that video was less than a minute because the video sucked. All right, the video, I'm going to be honest. So out of all that 17,000 views, I only got like 100 and some hours of watch time for that. Where my remote control video has like 600, almost 700 watch hours for like 15,000 views. But it's been up a year. It's been up a little over a year. But the main two ways that you can also look at your analytics, how this video is getting viewed, is getting viewed. The reason I know it's getting viewed from my challenge is because it's getting viewed from related shorts. You make a short video, you relate the video to the video. You make a video like this, you relate it to the video, or you put it at the end screens or whatever, and then you let it ride. And then also, you sprinkle that. Don't make your channel about that, right? Because then that'll make your channel suck. You make it, unless you don't care about having a core audience, because you can also, most of your views are going to come from outside people who never heard of you, right? So the recommended, suggested, and all that. So it's kind of like you're fishing. You catch them, and then when they get there, you give them, basically like, okay, I do fitness, right? You give them something that's going to stick to their ribs, something that's going to be of value to them. People don't want to watch your channel if it's not of value to them. I make my channel as much as valuable as possible when I do my fitness videos, all right? And even if I'm not doing a fitness video, I try to make it enjoyable. I try to make it entertaining, right? This right here, I'm trying to make it informative because a lot of people watch my videos are also YouTubers, right? And this is my second time around actually, because I was monetized before. And I was monetized before, I think re-uploads and things like that. I didn't even like, what do you call it? I didn't try to defend myself because I knew I did it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just grind and get it back, because I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna give up. And then also, you gotta remember, if you made it the first time, you can do it again, and you got a bigger advantage because, one, you got more knowledge from doing it, and studying and all that, and trying things out. Two, you got subscribers. When you first, you're not starting off from zero. When you first started, you started from zero. You had no views, no videos, no subscribers, didn't know what to do. Now you do. You've been, especially if you've been monetized before, you know what to do. For the most part, all right? Yeah, sometimes people can get like, I don't believe in luck, so I don't say lucky, but things can happen and people can blow up off one video sometimes, but that's like rare. That's like hitting the lottery. You know, most people call that lucky. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in good luck, bad luck, none of that. I believe that what's going to happen is going to happen. If something happens that was good for me, I take it as a blessing from God. I don't believe in luck because that's like, to me, that's like taking away from the credit that you're supposed to give to God. So at the end of the day, I don't believe in luck. You know what I'm saying? My grandma taught me that a long time ago. I don't know if that's how she said it, but something like that, right? So getting remonetized. You gotta have 4,000 hours of watch time. Most people give up before they ever monetize, or if they get demonetized, they give up. I ain't gonna go through all that again. You're gonna get there faster than you did the first time. It's just like working out. If you make a bunch of progress building muscle and you stop working out for a long time, you can get back into it and build it way faster than you did before. Muscle memory, and also you got more knowledge. You know how to lift, you know more stuff, all right? You can get there, you can rebuild it faster, and most likely you didn't really lose muscle anyways. You just, unless you're just way under eating, but most likely you just don't have a pump, all right? So, or also weight loss and weight gain, all right? So I lost over 100 and something pounds, right? If I was to gain that 100 and something pounds again, which I'm not, it's impossible unless I just let myself go. But if I did let myself go, I could lose that right back because I know more now. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I recommend, it don't got to be our challenges. It could be another person's challenge. I recommend doing some kind of challenge, having patience, and don't look at it just as views, all right? You could get 1 million views. If that 1 million views only got a 1 second duration, that's probably still a million, a big number though. I don't know the math, but it ain't gonna be half of what you think it is, all right? It might still be a lot because that's a big number, but you know, yeah, man, I recommend. And being consistent, posting as close to daily. It don't gotta be daily, but posting multiple times a week, posting long videos, trying to get to the point. I'm all over the place in this, but trying to get to the point as best as possible. If you're good at writing a script for yourself and remembering it and getting in front of this camera and saying what you gotta say, then do that. But if not, be yourself regardless. If you mess up words, if you mess up, if you go if, it is what it is, all right? A lot of times people will like your personality. I learned that from Mika Fast did weight loss. I think she changed her name to something else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, like, you know. But that's one of the few channels that I got the notifications on. So whenever she pop up, I watch it, you know what I'm saying? And it's a few others. Only a handful of people that I got like that, you know. But the personality thing, right? You will find who your circle is by being yourself, all right? Everybody got a circle. I believe that. Everybody, even people that don't have a circle, they can have a circle if they just be themselves, right? People will like you more if you just be yourself, be honest, be transparent, get in front of the camera, getting over camera shyness and things like that. That's a thing, but there's also faceless videos or whatever. You find out what works for you. You throw something at the wall until it's stick and you stick with it, all right? You ride that till the wheels crack, all right? You see what I'm saying? I had something else I was gonna say. I can't think. Yep, I think in front of the camera. But yeah, 39.92. I'm probably past that by now because that was hours ago. Doing my challenge and doing the Dontay London challenge, it worked. The Dontay London challenge, like I say, it didn't work that much for my views. It just worked more for my duration. A lot of people are into that. A lot of people hate that dude, or they hate on him, and then there's some people that mess with him. But that dude, his videos, his name gets typed in a lot. As a small YouTuber, he's like the biggest of the small YouTubers. I think him and like Dodash, I don't know who's falling off or who's up or where he been at. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Is somebody taking a spot? I don't know. I think I am. No, I'm just kidding though. It's not a competition though at the end of the day either. You know, that's another thing people mess up. They think that it's a competition. They think if somebody's above me, I have to try to tear them down. They think that it ain't enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody, bro. Says whoever learned to listen and watch and take notes. Oh, there's enough. There's more than enough. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we get further sticking together instead of trying to tear each other apart. I do. Because everybody try to tear dude apart. All he had to do was he stopped posting for a couple weeks. And they scrambling. They don't know what to do. They can't do nothing without him. I should have led with all this. But they can't do nothing without him. That's the craziest part. Y'all talk all that stuff. He this, he a loser. He messing up. He should do smarter things and blah, 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 blah. One thing I've always learned is people hate up. They don't hate down. They don't hate equally. They hate up. Whoever above me, if you're a better rapper than me, if you're a better basketball player than me, if you're better than da-da-da-da-da. Even for a battle, people to rap against each other and diss each other, they have to be somewhere on the same playing field or it doesn't make sense. So it wouldn't make sense for him to diss and beef with some of these other guys that is trying to beef with him. That's just like when Cassidy and Mook and a few other guys in battle rap, whatever, they were trying to battle him. And at the time, it makes sense now, but it didn't make sense for Cassidy to battle them at the time. Why would I be assigned a rapper who got albums and his own videos and all this and come and battle y'all? It'll be a good look if I win. But what do I got to lose? I got, you know what I'm saying? I got more to lose than you. It ain't an even thing. It ain't even Stevens. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you shouldn't. And they said wise man. I don't call people fools and all that, but what they say, a wise man shouldn't argue with fools. From a distance, people could tell who's who. Like, come on, man. Think about it. Take a second. A lot of times you gotta that's another piece of advice. When you get on this camera, there's going to be hate. There's going to be people that don't like what you gotta say. They ain't gonna like nothing about you, or they do and they gonna act like they don't because they want to be in your spot. It's gonna be a lot of that, big time. So yeah, man, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Holla back at your boy Reppin Fitness. Watch the other 2 videos. Do what you gotta do. Peace.